Now, last night we had some elections in California, and look, they were a bit disappointing, to be honest. A lot of good progressives did not win their primaries against more establishment Democrats. But hey, even though that there's some bad news about that, there were also a couple of bright spots. One of them happens to be a judge that was successfully recalled. Well, that's interesting. Now, The Hill's reporting that Santa Clara County Superior Judge Aaron Persky, who is the judge that sentenced a college athlete to only 6 months in jail for rape, sexual assault of an unconscious woman, happened to have been recalled. You know what would have been great? The sidebar that says total recall. Oh well. Moving on. So this judge, first he had been a judge for at least since 2003, I believe. And he is actually the first California judge to be recalled in more than 85 years. Wow. So, of course, the story that he's most famous for, or I should say the case he's most famous for, is Brock Turner. So he sentenced then 19-year-old Brock Turner to 6 months in jail and 3 years of probation for his sexual assault conviction in 2016. Now, Brock Turner could have faced up to 14 years in prison, but because of this judge, and because when he went to jail, he had apparently some good behavior, he only served up to 3 months. Now, he was also the judge that said, well, look, I don't want to sentence him too harshly. I don't want to ruin the poor kid's life. Huh. Well, here's the thing. He kind of ruined his own life when he tried to rape a girl, an unconscious woman behind a dumpster. He deserves a bit of a severe impact to his life. Now, look, to show the impact, by the way, that this has had on the victim, here's a statement from the unnamed victim. She said, quote, "You had dragged me through this hell with you, dipped me back into that night again and again. You knocked down both our towers. I collapsed at the same time you did. Your damage, however, was concrete. Stripped of titles, degrees, enrollment. My damage was internal, unseen. I carry it with me." And she will be carrying it with her for a very long time. So, look, the way that I see it is this lenient sentence kind of really ignored the impact on her life. Oh, no, I don't want to be too hard on Brock Turner because it's going to ruin his life and his possible career. Well, what about this woman's life who was also ruined? Have a care for her. She is the victim. However, Persky treated him like he was the victim. I mean, look, he's got such a great future. Look, he's a good swimmer. He's a good athlete. Well, look, if you don't want to ruin your own life, then maybe you should not rape people. I'm just saying. Really easy. Very, very easy not to rape people. You would think, anyway. I've lived on this planet for 34 years. And I still have not raped anyone. That shouldn't be a gigantic accomplishment. That should be that's normal. That's what you're supposed to do, is not rape people. Not take advantage of people behind dumpsters. But anyway, this case, look, I remember this case when it came out. Made me sick to my stomach, And it's because, look at the privilege here. Getting a reduced sentence because, he was going somewhere in life. He was going somewhere. Look, he's such a talented athlete. I would hate to waste him, to see him waste his talent, to lose his, opportunity. Well, it was him that lost the opportunity himself. He perpetrated the act. But anyway, look, I think Turner deserved a harsher sentence, but he did not get that sentence because, number one, again, he was privileged. He's white, fairly wealthy, a great athlete. He had a future, and I think he had gotten off much, much lighter when it came to sentencing than anybody else would have. Now, I know there's some people out there that would be like, "Oh, Jeff, why do you want to ruin his life?" Well, I just keep saying, he ruined his own life and the life of that young woman. Nobody's asking for it, okay? Nobody deserves to be raped, no matter how much they drink or what they wear. So, guys, stop raping people. Just stop. Don't do it. Don't do it. But anyway, as far as the judge is concerned, I'm glad this judge was removed. Why? Because his sense of judgment seems to be way off. And I think it's tend to be skewed, because we're all human beings here. In his case, I think it was skewed towards people who look like him. I mean, look, I can't imagine an African-American person accused of the same crime or found guilty, convicted of the same crime, getting the similar type of sentence. No, that person would have gone away for the entire 14 years. They would have thrown the book at him. But this judge saw somebody that looked like him and said, oh my God, that looks like he could have been my kid. And he just made a little mistake. Let's give him the opportunity to learn from that mistake. And besides, I mean, look, and this was his defense, by the way. It was a recommendation of the probation department. Oh, no, the probation department. They're the ones who recommended it to me, and I took their recommendation. Right? Look, good riddance, man. I think the best irony here about this entire case is that his replacement, the person that actually won to take over the rest of his term, he had 4 years left, happens to be a woman. Karma. I'm just saying. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.